Hello everyone and welcome back to the show. It's your host, ichino-ani, here to bring you some exciting news from the world of AI. Today is October 20th, a wonderful Monday in 2025. I have found a really neat paper from the magazine or machine learning archive that I think you'll love. It's all about making those amazing AI image generators super fast. The title of the paper is High-Flow, Polymer-Based Few-Step Generation via Imitation Distillation. And the crow was Tats, Oxiv. Archive, without 10.14,974. That's a long one, isn't it? So, what is this paper all about? Or you know how we can type some words, and a computer can draw a beautiful picture for us. Like out wearing a tiny astronaut helmet, floating in space. Those AI models are amazing, but they can be a little slow. Think of it like a master sculptor. They start with a big messy block of marble, which is like random noise. Then, they carefully chip away at it, little by little, until a beautiful statue or final image appears. This takes a lot of time and many small steps. Now some smart people thought, what if we teach a student AI to be faster? Instead of making lots of tiny chips, maybe the student can learn to take one giant swing with a hammer and go from the block of marble straight to the finished statue. But this is really hard to do. Often the student's statue ends up blurry, but the student only learns how to make one kind of statue. So every time you ask for something, you get a very similar looking result. That's not very creative, is it? This is where our new paper High-Flow comes in to save the day. It has a super clever idea. Instead of teaching the student to take one giant, risky swing, the student model does something different. First, it looks at the block of marble and thinks really hard for just a moment. In that moment, it creates a simple recipe, or what the paper calls a policy. This policy is like a super fast set of instructions for the sculptor. It says, here, then a tiny bit here, and so on, and so on. But all these steps are very simple and quick to follow, so the big, slow brain of the AI is only used once to create the recipe. After that, it's just following the simple, fast instructions. This way, we get the high quality of making many careful little steps, but with the amazing speed of only thinking once. And how does the student learn to make such a good recipe? Through something called imitation distillation. It's like a student driver learning from a professional. The student tries to drive following their own plan, but at every turn they can peek at what the professional lead teacher driver would have done if the student starts to drift off the road. A teacher's example helps them steer back. This way, the student learns from its own mistakes and gets better and better. So where could we use this amazing technology in our daily lives? I can think of a few fun examples. First, imagine creating things for social media or for your friends. Right now, if you want to make a custom emoji or a cool profile picture, you might have to wait a little while for the AI to generate it. With High-Flow, it could happen almost instantly. You could be on a video call and generate funny stickers in real time to react to what your friends are saying. It would make everything much more interactive and playful. Second, let's think about shopping online, maybe for furniture. Let's say you're looking at a sofa, and you want to know what it would look like in your living room. Our website using this technology could generate hundreds of different pictures of that sofa in all sorts of rooms in just a few seconds. You could type, show me this sofa in a cozy room with a fireplace, and see many diverse, unique options right away. Not just the same 2 or 3 pictures over and over again. And a third one, for all the gamers and movie lovers out there. Making art for video games and movies takes a very long time. Artists have to draw hundreds of ideas for characters, worlds and objects. With a tool based on High-Flow, an artist could type a description and instantly get dozens of different creative designs. Because this method is so good at creating variety, the artist would get a lot of unique ideas to choose from, which would make the job faster and maybe even more creative. Now, how does this compare to other fast technologies? So there are other methods trying to do the same thing, but many of them have a problem we talked about earlier, which scientists call mode collapse. It's a funny name, but it just means the AI loses its creativity. It's like asking a friend to tell you a story, and they tell you the same story about a dragon every single time. It might be a good story, but you want to hear something new. Many fast AI models do this. They generate very singular looking images. A wonderful thing about High-Flow is that it seems to have solved this problem. The paper shows that the images it creates are just as diverse and creative as the ones from the original big slurred teacher model. It doesn't get stuck in a rut. also does a better job with details, like writing words inside an image, which other fast methods sometimes mess up. So to wrap it all up, Flare is a fantastic new way to make our AI image generators incredibly fast, without making them lose their quality or their imagination. It's like having a super fast sculptor who is also a master artist. This could change so many things and make creating art with AI even more fun and accessible for everyone. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for tuning in. This was your host, ichino-ani, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.